He's a terror. He ran off.
Is he outside?
Yeah. He went down the bottom of the garden.
Yeah, he did that deliberately then.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go in the bedroom, so he goes down the bottom of the garden.
And you didn't know he was there?
I didn't know he was there, so I shut him out. So when I went back, but because suddenly then he's not worried about the fact he's going to the bedroom, he's worried about the fact the back door's shut.
Yeah.
So he's sitting out behind the back door looking up. So I let him in, he comes in all excited, I say, right, go to bed. Go to your bed. Comes up the stairs, he comes to the bottom of the stairs, sees me go up and I do no. So he goes back into the living room, so come on. Then he went to the kitchen. And then he went into the back room, jumped on the bed, on the sofa bed, and then curled up as if to go, I'll just stay here, I'll be fine, honest, carry on without me.
It's funny, isn't it?
Honest to God, he's just dragged me around the house, and even that. So I went to get some of his food and put it on the bed to see if it'll just shut him up for once. He's a cunning little swine. He's got it all, so he knows more than he should. Well, no, he doesn't. Not more than he should. He knows more than he should be letting on that he knows.
Yeah.
That's more what it is. I shouldn't know that he knows this much, and he does.
They did too much healing on him.
Clearly. Oh, that in your way?
No, I might put them.
No, sticky feet.
Can't do
Oh, God.
Here we are again.
Yeah.
I haven't had my face out of a laptop all day.
Oh,
Invoices.
I'm so glad of that.
Artwork. Artwork. Need this, need that. Absolutely shattered. Booking gigs. This date, that date, and then you've got to get everybody's dates lining up. I
Which
can't do that.
Can't be easy. Can
No,
it?
it's not. And who gives you the date first? The venue give me the dates, or do I give them some dates? You know, I get a load of dates from everybody, and then they go, no, we can't do none of them, so it's back to square one. No, it's just shattering.
All right then.
Oh,
Is we ready?
Yeah, Bruce.
All right. Well, first of all, let's say good evening to all our people who are listening to us around the globe. Of course, as we've said, you're always very, very welcome to join. And it's been lovely having quite a few comments from you saying how pleased you are with the effort that Spirit are making and ourselves to do what we're doing, so everybody can listen in. It's lovely. So you can all belong to your own circle, really. That's lovely. So we'll also now say very good evening to our spirit friends. Here we are again, and without any further ado, we'll carry on. We'll start the music going, and we'll leave, as usual, everything in your hands. And as usual, just bring us truth, love, and light. And thank you very much. Let's start the music going.
Hello.
Flatfoot once more comes amongst you and blesses your circle in love and in joy.
Thank you, Flatfoot.
Thank you.
Flatfoot, as always, comes first to bring the love and the joy of my world to you. Flatfoot, now for the first time tonight, will step aside to allow others to commune. Flatfoot, for the first time tonight, will now say bye-bye.
Bye-bye
Bye-bye,
for now,
thank you.
Flatfoot. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello.
yeah.
We can hear you loud and strong.
What?
We can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah.
It shan't be long.
All right.
You know what I'm doing, don't you?
Yeah.
You're sorting stuff.
Yeah, I'm shoving him out the way.
I'm moving facts and figures out the way at the moment.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. All I can see is numbers
Yeah.
and rubbish. That doesn't concern me in the slightest, really.
No, it wouldn't.
No. No. Yes. Yeah.
Just one leg in, one leg out.
Yeah, it is really, yeah.
And shake it all about.
Doing the okey cokey.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Where's Auntie Cora then? She's not alright? Oh, hang on. No, Mr. Paul's the culprit, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm the the culprit.
You're diseased.
Yeah. Yeah, it's peculiar, the things that are going around, Anthony. It's just strange.
Mm.
But it started off last week, towards the end of last week, I thought it was coming down with going to be a bad cold, and then it seems to come to virtually nothing. It's just strange, the stuff that's going about.
Well, it
But-
just is what it is, isn't it, Mr.
Yeah.
Paul? We just got to crack on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You've had them your whole life. What do you expect? There's that many of you. You're all very close together.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect? I
Yeah,
suppose.
I know.
There's no distance between anybody really.
No.
Everyone's touching things, and everyone, especially old ladies who squeeze bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance. If
Yeah.
they squeezed it first, and you give it a squeeze, you've
Yeah.
all got it, haven't you? Yeah.
But Auntie Cora thought it best to stay away for tonight
No,
because
that's
of
all
her
right.
because of her son.
Yeah.
She didn't want to pass anything to him.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I respect that. That's fine.
Well, we've got
That's
some
fine,
good
fine.
news for you.
Oh, I've got some news for you as well.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah, you're not going to die, so
Oh.
it's good. Yeah.
I was-
Now, that thing you had, it's not going to progress into anything serious. It's just a cold.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you live to fight another day, Mr. Paul.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put up with that then.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I feel very relaxed tonight, although his brain doesn't.
No, all
But
right.
don't worry about that. I'll sort that out. I'll kick it into touch in the end. Yeah.
Well, I've got news for you.
Oh, I've got news for you.
Oh, well, even more news.
No, I don't know. We'll
Oh.
see. Yeah.
Shall I tell you?
Well, yeah, you can tell me if you
All
want.
right. You know.
Sorry about your cat, sir.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
Sorry that your cat has come to our side.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was this time last week,
Yeah.
roughly.
I mean, we were talking about animals coming over, and it seemed to be, I suppose, perfectly timed. Almost engineered, you might say. Yeah. So that's all I'll say on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, it's not truly a loss, although it feels like such. It's not a loss really, and all is gained. All is gained from our side. From your side, it just feels like a loss, I'm afraid, and we can't change that. That's just a state of mind that your world has, you know.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate because truthfully there is no loss, and we've got a cat over here, so you know.
It is a character.
Pardon?
He's a character.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll come back to you shortly, sir.
Okay.
Go on, Mr. Paul, what you want to tell me?
You asked me last week if I'd contact a couple of people
Yeah.
and give them some messages from their loved ones on your side.
Yes.
Well, I spoke to Auntie Lorraine,
Yes.
and she's.
Did she know about the carpet?
That's what I was. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. And apparently they'd had a new bedroom carpet about a month or so before.
Yeah.
So that was lovely.
Well, her fella seemed to be adamant that the carpet was significant.
Yeah, it was.
And both anniversaries.
Right, she wasn't sure on that. But my own intuition, I haven't said anything to her, but my own intuition feels that it's somebody that's passed to your
No, they
side.
celebrated the day they got together.
Oh.
They celebrate 2 anniversaries. They remember the day they met and they remember the day they wed.
Right.
2 anniversaries.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And the carpet.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the information you asked me to pass on. You mentioned something about somebody called. Name's gone out of my head. Oh, that was stupid.
Well, that's just somebody. Yeah, that's
Adil.
just somebody else, isn't it?
No, yes, for somebody else.
Yeah, that was for the Carol lady.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
right.
Mr. John's niece.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
John's here right now.
Oh, brilliant.
Mr. John's here on my side now.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, Adi is a husband of someone, isn't it?
It was.
I don't know.
It's some relation of Mr. John.
Oh, right, okay.
And the information you gave was absolutely correct. What everything you said.
So I am pretty good then when I want to be,
you
aren't
are,
I?
yeah, you are, yeah,
Do you reckon I might be a medium?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it a large? No, yeah, I
Well,
think a medium.
If you're talking dread, that's an old joke, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
That's older than me, Mr. Paul.
Yeah,
And that's old. That's saying something. Yeah, that's good to know, isn't it?
yeah, it
So
is.
Auntie Lorraine had a carpet put down.
Yeah. New
Yeah, I'm
carpet.
glad.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, it's up to her how she accepts that now then, isn't it?
yes, I know.
So whether she can take that as pure evidence as something that her husband wants to get across to her.
yeah.
No, sir, before he's even had his funeral service.
That's right.
He's getting messages to her,
Yes,
and that's all I can do.
yes, that's
I
lovely.
can't do more than that.
No, that was lovely.
I can't do more than
Yeah.
that, really, because that is the best you can do, is to give people something that is significant and
Yes.
actual and factual
Yeah,
and real.
yes,
And what they do with that is their business then.
yes.
It's
I
their
know.
business now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, it is what it is.
that was lovely evidence, that was.
Yes, I think so. I think it's nice for her, and I hope that, all in all, it will help her.
I'm sure, well, it must do, mustn't it? Yes.
Well, I don't know, because I'm not the
Oh,
people,
no.
am I?
No.
But I hope it will.
Yeah.
I mean, it might help you, it might help people at different degrees and levels, might it not?
Yes,
So,
sure.
yeah. So, here you are.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was getting lots of lovely comments coming from people dotted around the globe. It's lovely.
Yeah. Well, they should be lovely comments. I'm a lovely person, Mr. Paul.
Yeah, we know that.
Well,
Yeah,
now they do.
yeah,
If they've got any complaints about it, there's an address that they can write to. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's nobody should have any complaints. I mean,
no.
blimey, what do they expect?
Mm.
I think everybody should be. If everybody's sitting now with their eyes closed and just being with us and trying to place themselves in our space, then that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, yes,
Does
it
it fit
is.
for them?
Yes,
Yeah. I was delighted last week Sue, to be able to try and bring your father closer.
Yeah.
I know
exciting.
it's been a bit like pulling teeth, hasn't it, to try and get there, but we got there in the end.
Yeah.
I am pleased that we could,
Yeah.
which I'm delighted about.
That's fabulous.
I just want to say that, you know, I told you Harry remembers you making a phone call from the Middle East,
Yeah.
and you know I mentioned the camel
Yeah.
and the model camel and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, he also wants me to remind you of having a breakfast bowl balanced on your head.
A breakfast.
Can you place that for me?
Probably.
Can you
I might
place?
have a
Well,
photograph of that.
well, I've got a breakfast bowl balanced on your head. Oh, it's a bowl, a dish,
Yeah.
and it's on your head. Can you place that?
I think I can. Yeah.
I almost want to go around it with scissors and cut your hair. Yeah, that's what I feel he's pressing on me right now. Do you think you
Is
can,
that
please?
from when I'm little?
Yes.
Yeah. I did look. It looked like they cut my hair around the bowl.
But can you remember having a bowl on your head?
Oh, I think I can.
Well, he seems to remember you having a bowl on your head. That's in addition to the call from the Middle East and the camel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these are memories he's trying to press forward onto me for you.
Right. Yeah.
He's trying to give me anything that is not going to be significant to him in the chair or anyone else. He's trying to recall things and get them through to me so I can give you them.
Yeah.
And he's trying his best to come up with things that are just not normal. Yeah. So if you can place a bowl on you, why he would remember you having a bowl on your head?
Well, I do remember having a bowl on my head. We did lots of crazy things with.
Can I ask, did your dad like old black and white films?
Yes.
Did he like comedy films? Like,
Yes.
did
Yeah.
because I'm also seeing things like Laurel and Hardy films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah.
Right. Well, he's telling me that he's seen them since he's been here, and he's seen a great deal of things that he loved on Earth
Yeah.
that had already gone even when he was here,
Yeah.
and he's experiencing them over here.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Like Laurel and Hardy.
Isn't that marvellous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was black and white in those. I remember the first television.
Yeah. Well,
the picture wasn't very good at all. Actually.
I was just going to say, can you remember? Because I was just going to say that. I mean, it looks like one of them. I don't know what that bit that sticks at the top of the television so you can receive it, Mr. Paul.
An aerial.
Looks like a coat hanger.
Yeah, an aerial.
Yeah, and all those kind of things. Yeah, but he's showing me old films, black and white films, and funny ones that he liked to watch.
Yeah.
Of course, he's adamant about the. I don't know if the bowl. If you can remember the bowl on your head, that's fair enough.
I can actually. I think there's a photograph of me with a bowl on my head. I don't think they did cut my hair around it,
But you've got a bowl on your head.
yeah.
Ah. Well, all I can say is that he's still here and he's impressing himself upon me to just try and get these little artifacty, these little arty-farty bits across.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you play somebody having a box of dominoes, Sue?
Yes.
Because he's showing me a box of dominoes. But there's a box of dominoes somewhere. That matters. That's sort of connected.
Mm.
Can you place that?
We did have dominoes. when we were younger.
Yeah. There's a box of dominoes. Not what? What's that word? So, somebody over here has just said to me it's nothing to do with the pizza. Pizza. Do you understand what that means?
Yes. Yes, there is. It's a pizza, which is an Italian food. There's a chain called Domino's.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Well, put it this way. I'm talking about the square
The
ones
little
with dots
black
on.
and white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you must have had a box of dominoes in the house.
we did.
And he refers to those.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm talking about a man here who would. I feel like I'm talking about your family. Actually, the type, maybe your mama and pa might have been the type of people, or whoever this is, to sit down and have a game.
Yeah.
You know, at night they weren't scared to put the telly off and play a game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just quietly on their own. A game of cards or dominoes. But I can see a box of dominoes around your house anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not the food. No.
No.
But I don't know what
think
that
pizzas
is.
existed in those days.
I don't even know what one is myself.
No.
So someone said it and then laughed at me and I just repeated it.
Oh, they're lovely.
Pardon?
They're lovely.
Are they?
Yeah.
Would I like them?
Yeah, I think so.
You really?
It's like a flat bread with tomato and cheese and all different things on it.
Well, I like bread.
Yeah. It's not quite, it's like a dough, isn't it, more than a bread? Italian food.
Okay. That's nice.
Mm.
Yeah. I think if I ate it now, it'd go right through me though, so to be fair, there isn't a lot holding me together when I'm in your world. I'm alright when I'm over here. Yeah. Your old man points out these things. He's showing me Laurel and Hardy films. Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
He's showing me dominoes and cards. Shut up, dog! Go to your bed. Can I tell him off, Mr. Paul? Am I allowed?
Of course you can.
Since I healed him, I should be allowed to
Yeah.
tell him off. Yeah. Go to your bed. I can't say it. Yeah. So he's showing me these things, old films that he loves, the dominoes, the cards. He's talking about you having a bowl on your head. Yeah. He talks about the birds.
Yeah.
So he's on about his birds.
He did have birds.
He had birds
Yeah.
in the garden.
Yeah.
He had birds in his own garden,
He did.
and they were colourful ones.
Yeah.
And they had to be protected by mesh
Yeah.
so that other birdies couldn't hit them, bite
Yeah.
them and attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He remembers that.
Yeah.
He wants you to remember that as well.
Well, it was.
Do you ever see a certain bird and think of him? Does he come to mind when you see birdies?
Yes.
So
I
now
was
it's
very,
now-
well, I was very young, but I can remember. I don't really remember the birds in the garden, but I remember photographs of them.
Right.
So I've seen them, and then yeah. But it was before. I think before we were born.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not. I'm not even reading your mind then. That's his memories then.
Well, yeah, yeah. I think
Well,
he
that's-
liked his birds.
Did he? Well,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I
Because he's
don't
on
know what
about.
happened to them though.
I don't know what happened to them either.
No.
I'll tell you what. When was this? How long ago was this, Sue? You're older than you,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so
So
do
I'm,
you know
I'm in
what?
the 60s.
I reckon that's. So how many years do you reckon that is?
So it's got to be over 70 years ago.
But you know what? I reckon them birds are dead now.
Yeah, I think you might be right. He might still have them there.
Yeah, yeah. So he talks about keeping birds
Yeah.
and his love of birds, and he liked them. He liked the colours. He liked things that were. He liked colour, even though you wouldn't think it, Because it doesn't strike me as someone who loves colour here, but he does. He's on about the birds anyway, and he likes these things. Yeah. Yeah. He talks about finches and things. And, yeah. But at the same time, he's quite a simple chap. He likes just very ordinary things as well.
Yeah.
Like I say, things like a game of dominoes. So I am happy for him. He did it very well. You said his name is Stanley, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well done, Stanley.
Yeah.
Stan's the man. He's the man in the moment. He's the man in the hat.
He did like colour. He used to, the house was all different colours.
Yeah, he talks about liking colour.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very happy for you. Yeah.
Mm.
That's lovely evidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am
And
pleased.
the birds.
Mhm.
Wow.
Pardon?
The birds.
Yeah.
Because I don't think many people would have birds in a cage in the garden, would they? In a mesh cage.
It's an aviary.
Yeah,
It's an aviary.
it is.
Yeah. Posh word that, Mr. Paul. It's
Yeah,
an
it is.
aviary.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Aviary. Yeah. I am very pleased. He's done his best, and he wants to bring these little tidbits to you.
Yeah.
Just so,
That's yeah.
because it matters. It doesn't matter that, you know, these are your memories, these are your people, so.
Mm.
And that's what people forget, you see. When I come and do this, whilst I've struggled for a long time to get your dad sorted out and to get his thoughts proper, coming at me in the right way, people have helped him, and we're very glad of that. It's took
That's
time
good.
to do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not easy. These people who seem to think mediumship just happens, well, it does just happen, and it should just happen of its own accord, you see, but it can take time. The whole
Yeah.
thing rests on a whole pile of uncertainty, and anyone who tells you otherwise is talking nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, anyone who honestly believes they can just dial up their guide, as they call us, when I'm not anybody's bloody guide. You know, I'm just me, helping, doing my little job, and I'm not guiding anybody. I'm just doing what I do, my job, as I see it, my duty to be of service. Yeah.
That's good.
So I'll just do my best, and that's
Yeah,
how it
thank
is.
you.
Yeah. Sorry for putting that a bit blunt there, but it is what it is. That's how it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I like your microwave, Mr. Paul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flipping heck, it was heavy to move.
Yeah.
You got a new one.
Yeah. I had to. It packed up.
I suppose you tried to slap your card on the machine before you put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I haven't got that yet.
Your money card.
Yeah.
I suppose you tried to slap it on the machine tip-tap
Oh, I...
before you inserted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shake your card and see if there's any money in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one as well. It's quiet.
Is it?
Good, yeah.
You lot have got too much food, if you ask me.
Yeah.
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 You seem to eat more than I did.
Mm.
Yeah. No. Well, there you are. You see, I'm pleased. I'm happy that everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Be sure to give my regards, won't you? To Auntie Cora. Tell her I said hello.
Yes.
Don't want her thinking she's forgotten.
No, I certainly
She'll never
will.
think she's forgotten, but I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I will, Anthony. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't be able to listen to us, would she?
No.
No.
No, because Auntie Cora hasn't got the bits
Yeah.
Mm.
and the bobs to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's scared of them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Auntie Cora's scared of the, oh, this is no good, is it? She can't work it, and I don't even know what one's called. She calls it the zapper.
Oh.
She's even scared of the zapper.
Yeah, the her phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
She just wants something very, very simple.
Yeah.
so she can work it.
And she got me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there you are, Sue. That I'm just feeling back to your dad to see if there's anything more I can get. And that's all I'm feeling.
Okay.
So just add that to your collection from last week, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, Stanley.
Yeah, it's lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Another fine mess you've gotten him into. Yes. Yes. Now, as for Mr. John, Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
Mr. John is over here,
Yes.
and he's delighted that these were his words to me our last occasion were accepted
Yeah.
and recognised
Yes.
and proven to be so.
Yes, that's lovely.
For that, he's grateful. He's continuing his work over here. He's with us.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. He comes amongst his circle all the time that we're here, and he knows what he's doing.
Lovely.
Well, at least he thinks he knows what he's doing, Mr. Paul. He thinks he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah. He just does as we tell him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carol obviously listened to the recording.
Does she really? Did
Yeah.
she hear my dulcet tones?
Yes, she did. She does every week. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Carol. Your uncle is most appreciated. Yeah, he appreciates all that was done for him, and he appreciates that he feels his. She'll be listening to this, won't she? I suppose, but if she's not, she can find it.
Mm.
Yeah, he really appreciates the fact that you're continuing on doing the, following on his interest.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's good for her, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, she'll love hearing this.
yeah. Yes, he is. He's delighted for that. He's very happy that the work continues on, and he likes to play a part here, so that's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Excuse me, I am just listening back.
Okay.
I would normally ask how you went on at your gathering, Mr. Paul, but since you've not been anywhere,
No.
it's pointless asking you. Therefore, I've got nothing to tell you. Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Yeah, it's funny. That whatever it is I've had, it's gone so quickly. I'm virtually back to normal again.
yeah. Well, nothing wrong with a good working immune system, Mr. Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Fully functioning.
Yeah.
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 At
Yeah.
least we can be proud of that, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because you listened to us, didn't you?
Yes. Exactly.
And everybody else was buggering their immune systems up.
Yes.
You listened to us. You're all right.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's quite hard to watch, isn't it?
Ah, well, it is what it is. We did warn people. The fact that millions didn't listen, can't help that.
Yeah.
You see, this is a fascinating thing, you know, when you truly find out how people are. I mean, people have got the free will to do as they so wish,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But it's amazing that when you're giving them information from their relatives and when you're trying to help them out, and when you're doing that and you're giving them a Mr. Monty is boring them senseless with his common sense, and everyone's happy then.
Yeah.
But the second something happens in your world,
Yeah.
and suddenly
It's all
Things-
thrown to the wind.
things
yeah.
you've told them for over 6 years start happening. It's amazing how selective people's memories can be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it can't be helped, Mr. Paul.
No,
Not our
no,
it's not our concern
no.
as to how people conduct themselves.
And I took your advice some time ago as well, because I was getting quite frustrated about what was happening and people weren't listening.
Oh, just to forget about it.
Yeah,
Mr. Paul.
I do. I do just
People,
forget
people
it.
have listened enough.
Yeah,
They don't need to listen anymore.
no.
You just go about your days.
Yeah,
You're not dead.
yeah,
I'll cheer up then.
yeah. Yeah. Do you know, I can see sort of white sort of sparks all around the room.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Well, listen, in a
Like
moment,
stars.
because I've done what I want to do,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Paul, shortly, I'm going to release the medium,
Okay.
him in the chair.
Yeah.
I'm going to let him go.
Yeah. All right.
And then you can bring your music back on,
Yeah.
and then we're going to continue. We'd like you to sit now
Yes.
and just be in and of this space with us,
Yes.
and just let us. I'm going to go and see what we can do. I want to try and speak it out of the air
Lovely. Yeah. Okay.
in my own voice.
Yeah.
Well, I say my own voice. It'll never truly be my own voice as it was,
Mhm.
but it'll be my thoughts spoken somewhat more separately of him. And I
Yeah.
want to keep working on that.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind, if you could put your music back on low
Yes.
and just all wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We will do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that now.
I'm gonna get out now.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
You can have
Anthony.
him back.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, I'll see you next week. Or hear you next week.
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah. Hear, not see.
Paul,
Yes.
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul,
Yes.
can you hear my voice?
Yes. Yes.
Paul, it's your dad. Paul, it's your dad.
Yeah. I can hear you, Dad. Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Isn't the car beautiful? Isn't the car beautiful?
Yes, it is. Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Got to get the temperature sorted.
The
temperature sorted. The sense.
Temperature.
The sense. There's a sensor that needs sorted.
Yes, there is. Yes.
Got to get it sorted, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Got to get the temperature. Is it the temperature?
It's not temperature.
There's a sensor that we'll need. Got to get the sensor sorted, Paul.
Yes.
When-
Right.
When you get time.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get on to that.
Yes, no rush, no rush.
Okay.
No rush. Don't rush.
Okay. All right.
Clive's here. Clive's here.
Clive said, "Oh, fine. That's lovely. Oh, lovely to hear from you, and knowing that he's with you. Oh, fantastic.
Lionel's here.
Oh God. Oh,
Lionel's here.
oh.
One moment. Do you remember this sundial, Paul?
Sundial.
There's a sundial. One moment.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry about that, Mr. Paul.
All right. No, that's lovely.
I left the counter unattended. I left the counter unattended for a moment,
Wow.
and someone gets in.
Yeah.
That's awfully naughty behaviour. Your father's talking about a sensor upon your car that does need fixing.
Yes, that's
And
right.
there's something to do with temperature or heat that needs or will need looking at.
Yes. Funny now you mentioned it. There's occasionally, yes, there is something going wrong there.
Well, your
yes.
father's aware of it and needs it checking out, please.
Okay.
Not in any great rush, he says.
No.
He talks about. Can you remember a sundial?
Yes.
in a garden, someone's garden,
Yes.
and is this your garden?
Not mine.
Is it connected with this Lionel chap?
I think it is.
Because he's talking about something. I've got to tell. He wanted to say something that him in the chair can't possibly know.
Of course, yes.
And there must be something to do with a sundial or something. Yeah, a sundial. Something that tells the time in the garden.
Yeah, it does. It rings a big bell, Anthony, but I can't think.
Have you been to this chap's house?
Yes.
Did he have a pretty nice garden?
After they moved, I can't really recall their garden. Oh.
Or before he died?
Now where he used to live. I'm not sure, but if you're saying he had one...
That's not good enough.
Okay.
No,
right.
it's not. I said he had one, therefore we accept it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Those aren't the rules we play by, Mr. Paul.
Right,
That's
okay.
not mediumship, that's making things fit.
Right.
I don't
okay.
accept that.
All right.
There's a sundial somewhere. You didn't have a sundial in your garden?
No.
At home with your parents, where your dad lived?
I don't think so.
He's talking about, I'm hearing there was definitely a sundial.
Or did we? I've an idea that we did, but I can't remember.
Don't worry then, Mr. Paul.
All right.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But your father wanted to say something that should stand out.
Oh gosh, I wish I could remember that.
Don't worry. It's not your fault you're old and falling to bits.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to bring back childhood.
Gosh, it is, isn't it?
Well, you never know. You might find some in a photo or something, mightn't you?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
But nonetheless, he's talking of a sundial.
All right.
Who kept going and nicking bits of their garden? Who stole bits of their... Not stole, took.
Bits of their garden.
You know when you borrow someone's plant and plant it
Yeah.
somewhere else?
Yeah.
Who's done that?
My dad did that all the time.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to put his excess plants in the church next door.
I'm glad I didn't have to answer that one.
Yeah, somebody, Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
must have been taking cuttings out of your dad's garden and putting it in yours or something like that.
Yes, that would have happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it got on his nerves.
Oh, right. Okay. I can understand why. Yeah.
He said, well, you no sooner had a bit and someone's nicking it.
Yeah. I can fully understand that.
And it ends up in your garden.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, some of his garden's in your garden, Mr. Paul.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Because he says when he looks at your garden, he goes, that's mine, that is.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
No, he's talking about it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
bringing things too, but there's the sundial, there's that, and
Oh, hang on.
what?
Yeah. There was a sundial on the front lawn.
Thank you.
Oh, blimey, yeah. It's flipping heck. Oh, God, yes.
Thank you.
It's just come back to me.
Now, could him in the chair ever know that?
Absolutely not.
Because it's in
No.
your head and even you can't remember it.
Exactly. and it's as no concern, no interest to anybody else.
No.
Either.
I know, but your dad reminds you of the sundial.
Oh, blimey, yes.
He's got to say something, Mr. Paul. I mean, what else can you say?
Yes.
I mean, he's not going to... There's this other idea... I'm sorry, I did say I was going to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I blame your father.
Oh, it's
Sneaking in.
great.
He was quite adamant,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah.
I only stepped away for a minute.
Oh, God, I know. I can see it now. I know exactly where it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
flipping heck. It's amazing. How could I have forgotten that?
I don't know.
Mm.
Well, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he talks about all of that.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Yeah. He talks He's got they're all with him.
Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
Anthony.
I mean, they're not all here tonight. I mean, he's not brought a coach party or anything. I don't think he'd enjoy that very much. Not his scene, but nonetheless. Nonetheless.
Right.
So I hope you can both accept what I've given you tonight, with just simply with the joy it was passed to me, and that's your lot, really.
Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow.
Can you place a dog called Gun?
Uh,
Or a dog with a name that sounds like a gun? Or something?
can't think.
Don't worry. This is what does frustrate me as the energy wanes and I start to pick on things.
Right.
And I can't always get those bits together. That's usually my cue to know it's done.
Okay. All right.
Unless there's a miraculous upturn in power for me, but it's not usually the case.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it definitely to do with the dog?
Well, I could certainly thought I saw a dog,
Right. Okay.
and then I was aware of gun, but I don't want to say gun dog.
No.
I'm sure the whole world's shouting gun dog at me, but I'm not having that. No, it was definitely an identity of a dog
Right.
with gun.
Okay. I can't think, but
No, don't worry.
no. All right.
Don't worry. It's not the end of the world.
No.
You can't die.
No.
No.
Oh, and it's lovely to hear from Dad Clive and Lionel. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just lovely.
Yes. Yeah.
And I often think of him as well.
I just want to say before I try
Yeah.
and pull away from this, and I may be utterly wrong,
Mhm.
but as I just try to hear from this Lionel person,
Yeah.
can you just place anywhere for me, please, Mr. Paul, a name of Angela that he would know and you would know? Angela or Angela? Angela. Hang on, sorry,
All right.
he didn't fish, did he?
Yes. He did.
Angling.
Oh, yes.
He's talking about angling.
Yes. Yeah.
He fished.
Yes.
He's talking about fishing.
Right. Yeah.
Can you remember going fishing with him?
Yes.
And it was just to be out and about with your friend?
Yeah.
You weren't that bothered about the fishing yourself?
That's right. No, I wasn't. No. Quite
Oh.
right.
Well, have that then.
Thank you very, very much. Gosh.
Yeah. Right then,
Oh wow, that's lovely.
You off again?
I'm going to turn... Yes, I am. I'm going to switch the till off as well so that they can't get through. I'm going to turn the power off.
Oh, Auntie, that's been so lovely.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh gosh. Try turning the sound on again.
Still going.
Yeah, it's still going. They've said they're going to bring you back so we can just all just sit and listen to the music.
Okay. I've been gone for long.
More than half an hour. Maybe.
Yeah, I would think something like that. Yeah. Okay, so wonderful evidence has been presented.
Any evidence for me?
What's your name?
Who are you?
No.
Do you ever get any?
No. Very, very rarely. No. I'm sure out there is, I think the most incredible reading I ever heard was, I want to say it wasn't a trance sitting or anything like that. It was a guy down in Devon, and my mum had the sitting with him, and how it came about was incredible. But his name was Keith Hall. He's no longer with us now. He was a retired butcher, of all things, and he literally went through our family tree. You know, and we're going back before Facebook, things like that. He went right through every name in the family tree practically.
Wow.
Yeah, he was quite incredible. And my mum gave me the tape, and I remember hearing it and just thinking that was, you know, it was on a par with people like Gordon Higginson and those guys. You know, it was just like, wow. So I sort of shared in that because it was my mum's reading, and it's our family, you know. So I sort of shared in that, but I've never quite had a reading like that. Never.
No.
I've had readings that have been better, but I've never had that phenomenal, jaw-dropping
amount of information.
Yeah, I've never had that myself. I've had very good, and but not that one that, you know, I mean, yeah, just haven't to that degree, you know. That's not to discredit anybody who has given me good readings, because they've been good, and many of them have been brilliant, you know. But that one that goes sort of way beyond and beyond and just makes you go, oh my God, I can never, ever, ever doubt again, you know. That thing, I've never had it to that degree. I don't think. Not personally. But then on the other hand, I've seen somebody, you know, from their world materialise, you know, in front of me on the face of another medium. You know, we all saw that at Stuart Alexander's seminar. You know, I mean, I couldn't miss it. And then later on, they went round with the photograph, and there was no denying it. There was an investigative journalist there from America. She saw it, and it happened almost in daylight. You know, it's a phenomenal thing to see. Just lasted seconds.
Oh wow.
about 3 or 4 seconds, but for 3 or 4 seconds there was another man's face. Looked like Uncle Albert from Only Fools and Horses. And then they went round the dinner table during the lunch break, and there was the face on a photograph that I'd just seen materialise for like 5 seconds and then fade. We all saw it. It wasn't a mass hallucination, and it wasn't that thing when everyone goes, "Can you see this? Can you see that?" And I'm sitting there going, "No." You know, they can see something. This was, everyone saw. You know, it was incredible.
Yeah.
So when you consider that, you know, what are we sitting for then, Paul?
Nothing. Just sitting and listening to the music until they
Still
decide
trying
they're going to do something else. Anthony is doing all he can now to
get their voice.
use to be heard by a direct voice. And that he's gone away now to be working on it.
Okay. This room looks very bright to me.
Well, you could see white.
Pardon?
Paul said you could see
Yeah,
white.
earlier on.
I can still see them, little white stars.
Yeah, it's like it's like sort of twinkling stars, not as bright as stars, but nearly bright enough to brighten up the room.
Well, the whole room I know it's dark, and I know I can't see my hand in front of my face, but the room somehow seems light.
Yeah. It does.
Come on, Anthony, speak. If you can speak, then I don't have to go into any trances anymore. I can just sit back and listen.
It'd be nice for you to have a chat with him, wouldn't
Could you imagine?
it?
To be fair, I think he'd just give me abuse all the time.
I think you could. Pretty sure of it.
He very rarely whispers sentimental things in my ear, let's face it.
I am.
You're back.
I am. Could you hear me?
No.
Don't worry, that's fine. I tried.
Yeah.
We've been trying. It's going to take time. It's not something that, let's face it, it's not something that happens every day, is it?
No.
Do you remember the fella that used to come and tend to your garden?
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are different ones. Yes.
Can you remember one with a gun dog?
Do you know? I think there was a gardener had his own dog.
Yeah. That's the one your dad's trying to get to me.
Right.
He's just trying to throw all these things that you might remember at you.
Right.
Anything that's avant-garde. Avant-garde, Mr. Paul.
Right. What does that mean?
Off the wall.
Oh, right. Okay.
Shut up, dog.
I'm sure that the last person that they had to help in the garden, I'm sure it was him that had the dog.
Yeah. Well, he's talking about all this.
Okay.
These are the things he's trying to get. Here, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
If I was to successfully get my voice to come into your room,
Yeah.
and if I was over time able to stabilise it and make my voice have good control of that,
Yeah.
the last person I'll be talking to is him.
You know, I must be psychic. I thought that.
Not being funny,
No.
but since he sticks me back in a box when it suits him at the end of every meeting, I'll put him in a box.
Yeah.
And I'll bury it. Yeah. Yeah. He can have that in his pipe and smoke it, can't he? Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
So your old man is just trying to, he's just trying, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
We're all just trying.
Yeah, great.
Some of us are more trying than others. That's all I can say to you.
Oh, that's lovely, Anthony, though. Absolutely, for me tonight, that's just brilliant.
I've been working with Elizabeth over here,
Oh, right, yeah.
and she is trying her best.
Great.
She's helping me quite a lot, and I'm helping her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Before we do start to come close to the end of our gathering tonight, Mr. Paul,
Yeah.
I think she would like to try, just while it's quiet, to try and see how her vocabulary is working
Okay.
with you.
All right.
Yeah.
That'd be marvellous.
Do you know what, Mr. Paul? It's
Mhm.
interesting. I didn't know what avant-garde means. I've never even heard of the word.
Yeah.
But as I said it, someone corrected me and told me, so I just said it.
Oh, right, okay.
French.
Shut up, dog. In your bed.
I've obviously I know the expression, but I've never really known what it
Understood
meant.
what it meant, yeah.
Off the wall.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, right. She's just getting ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Yes.
We can hear you trying.
Yes. You can hear my voice.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can, yeah.
Who can hear my words?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can. Very well. You're doing it ever so well.
I have tried so hard tonight to bring your people close to you.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
I've tried so hard.
You've done well.
I've tried and it was so hard, but I've done my best.
Oh, thank you for trying. You have done a very, very...
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I find it hard to talk.
Yes. Yeah, I can understand.
I will get better.
Yes, of course. Yes. I will look forward to that. But you're doing fine as it is.
Yes, I will. I will.
Yes.
I will.
Thank you for trying. Yeah. Brilliant. I now will say good night to you both. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. And
I
good
will.
night, Elizabeth.
I will try again
Thank you, Elizabeth.
later. I will try again later.
Okay, thank
I
you.
will. I will.
We send you our love. Thank you.
Your mum.
Yeah.
Your mother sends her regards and to you. Paul.
Yes.
Your mother sends her regards unto you.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
She
You're doing fine.
She grew things in eggshells.
Yeah.
She's showing me eggshells
Right.
with things in them,
Yes, she would have done.
and I'm being shown them by her,
Yes.
and I don't know why.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, totally understand. You've done very, very well, Elizabeth, and thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, come on, that's a shot.
Hush. Sorry about that.
No, that's
That woke us up.
fabulous.
Sorry about that.
That's lovely. Don't be sorry.
I nearly knocked his chest off.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Oh, well.
It's all right. I haven't killed him. I'm still here.
Oh,
I'm all right, Mr. Paul.
Okay, good. Fine.
Everything's fine. I'm all in one piece.
Doesn't matter about him, but as long as you're all right.
That's right.
And Elizabeth.
She's all right.
Yeah.
She sort of just fell away a bit, and I was suddenly not prepared for that.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, she says what she says, and that's that. That's her bit done. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Paul, with that said, am I? Am I? I don't know. I'm just waiting for further instruction.
Okay.
Yes. All right then. Right, Mr. Monty's coming briefly, Mr. Paul.
Oh, right.
But it will only be brief.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to say good night now to everyone.
No.
Good
just-
night and thank
Thank
you.
you
We've
very
done what
much.
we've done. Listen, at the end of the day, I've tried to do my speaking. Elizabeth's done a bit, and you've
Yeah.
all had some nice words.
Oh, we
We
have.
have.
Thank you so much. It,
Yeah.
just brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, I don't not like him, Mr. Paul.
You are?
Him in the chair.
Oh, yeah.
I don't dislike him.
No, I know.
Just sharing space with him.
He just gets on your nerves.
I've got what I work with, you know.
Yeah.
It's not his fault, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I don't dislike him.
No.
He hasn't done nothing to me, apart from stifle me a bit. In the early days.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of held me back a bit.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's
Probably-
alright.
Probably was
We're
unsure.
just different people, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's alright, because it ensures that I can keep my work.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothered. I'm not out to make bosom buddies with him.
Well, perhaps he was unsure of himself in the early days.
Pardon?
Perhaps he was unsure of
Oh,
himself.
no doubt about it, Mr. Paul. Don't worry about that. I know the ins and outs of him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I don't dislike him,
Mm.
but, you know, someone's got to keep him in his place.
Oh, yes, yeah. People on earth can't.
Well, exactly, so he might as well be me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's alright.
Mm. Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
He's a bit like a pickle, really, you know. He's
Mm.
sort of, yeah,
I know.
yeah. You either like pickles or you don't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Any road, I'm not bothered. He's alright. Does the job I need him to.
Yeah, fine, good.
Gets me from A to B, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
Not too many miles on the clock, is there? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you are.
Oh, Anthony, it's been a lovely night. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for all that you're doing. It's super.
Just shut up, dog.
Mm.
Right.
He's persistent.
Mm.
I can take that healing back if you want, Mr. Paul. Yeah, I don't mind. Here, sorry, yes, Mr. Monty says, can I shift out the way?
All
I'll
right.
say good night to you all. Have a nice life. Keep your chins up, ta-ra.
No, no,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Good night.
I'm sure when Anthony talks that the dog recognises it as Warren.
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
Mm.
Yes, good evening all.
Hello, Monty. Lovely to hear from you.
Only for a moment, Paul.
Yes.
Only for a moment. I
Oh.
just want to come in briefly.
Okay.
Just to say that Anthony's work is done. We have done what we have done.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is not all that much power left for me to speak for too long now.
Okay.
We must also keep the medium's mind and take that into consideration.
Yes.
So I think we've done more than enough.
Oh, you've done fantastically. It's beautiful.
If I may also say that regardless of Anthony's opinion, I quite love my medium.
Oh, right. Thank you. Oh, it's nice to know.
I've known him for a long time, longer than he's known himself.
Oh, yeah.
So with that said, my friends, I would love nothing more than to stay here longer with you, but I think we have done more than enough
Yes.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for this week, and for this gathering, I am going to bring this gathering to a close on behalf of our world.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Our native friend shall come next, and then you may close in your usual manner.
Thank you, Monty.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Right, I'll get the music ready.
My friends, to you all, both here and further afield, can I wish you good night.
Night,
Yeah,
Monty.
good
Thank you
night.
very much for coming.
for the final time tonight, Flatfoot now says bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye,
Flatfoot.
Flatfoot.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Oh, sorry, I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's all right. So before we finish, we just say to our all our friends that are listening in, what we do now, as you know, we'll just send healing out or visualise healing being sent out to whoever and wherever we wish it to go to. So just give that about a minute or so. Right. We'll say again, thank you very much for everyone that's listening in. Hope you've enjoyed sitting in our circle, and it'll be lovely for us to have you all again sitting with us next time and next week. And I'll say thank you very much. Thanks. And of course, thank you to our friends in spirit. Thank you for just a lovely evening of just pure evidence again. Thank you so much. And we look forward to all the hard work we know that you're doing behind the scenes, and thank you for that. And we'll look forward to more and more progression as time goes on. And say thank you, and we'll send you all our love as usual, and say a very good night to you.
Bloody hell, have you heard him?
Thank you.
Just that on and off
Yeah.
all night.
Sorry, good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.
Not nice. No, no.
Have you... He's atrocious.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's breaking the door down.
Yeah.
I know, I did think he was coming through.
I think we ought to do what Anthony says, put some socks on his feet.
God almighty.
There's no scratches on the door though.
No. Well, yeah, but you're talking about doors here that have been glossed by Paul Legan.
With some good old paint.
Proper 1970s gloss. There's no chance of that coming off. Lead based. Which explains a lot.
God, that was a lovely evening.
Yeah.
Well, especially for both of us, really, wasn't it?
Good.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
What time is it?
Oh, yeah. We've been at 9:25.
Huh?
I thought it was quite short.
Well, it is. It was over 2 hours last week.
2.5
Last week
hours.
was it nearly 11 when
I think it was something stupid past 10.
yeah.
It's 2.5. It was 2.5 hours last week. Incredible.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Does that drain you when it's long?
Hmm?
Do you feel like it drains you when it's
Not
long?
anymore, no. No. I used to. Used to years ago. But not anymore. Years ago, the whole process of going into trance, well, altered state, well, whatever the state is they put me in, whatever that thing is, it was a very unpleasant experience years ago. Didn't enjoy it at all, didn't like it, and couldn't accept it. I couldn't just go with it, really struggled. But no big deal now. Usually now when it's been 2 hours, for me it feels like more like 20 minutes. It feels like if you were to take time, you know those rulers that fold, you know those rulers you can unfold?
Yeah.
It's as if somebody, I suppose if you were to take a piece of string or a ribbon or long piece of thin paper and say that's the start of the circle and that's the end, and then just sort of randomly grab a chunk and fold it in on itself, and then a bit further along fold that bit in. So instead of it being this long now, you've just pulled a bit together, and then a bit there, you just pulled it. It's as if that's what happens. Suddenly it becomes shorter, with some missing, parts missing, and it varies then from. But it doesn't tire me though. I mean, if it feels to me like 15 minutes, it's because it feels like 15 minutes. I don't feel like I've done 2 hours. You know, I feel like I've done whatever it is. So if there's a night where I don't go, and I'm just sitting here, and we have a blank sitting, so to speak, that feels like a long time.
Yeah.
Because most of my sittings now here are over quick, by comparison. You know. So when we have a blank sitting, I sort of feel like the night is dragged, because I'm so used to the thing being condensed.
Yeah.
You know, so
Not the linear kind of time that we used to.
that's it for me. There's vast chunks missing.
Yeah.
You know, in various combinations of
I
feelings.
suppose you used to have a better sense of it when we had the other music, because you could tell where we were. Maybe.
Well, I don't know, because if you remember the other music we had, I kept losing 2 songs. Okay. There was two songs that kept getting missing in my mind, so it was like months and months and months went by, and I think I was up here one day and I decided to meditate, or I don't know what I did. I just came up here to sit in here for a while, and I put the music on and I left it running just so, and then suddenly 2 songs were there, and I thought, bloody hell, I
you
put
haven't heard them.
I put those two songs on this CD when I made that CD when I made the CD like 3 years earlier. Those two songs were there, and I used to hear them, and then it dawned on me I haven't heard them for yonks. I just couldn't remember how long I'd not heard them for, but it felt like really ages, you know. But it was yeah. But like I say, when you have a night, as long as I go, then the night is short to me. You know, it's in one way or another it'll be over. But if we have a blank sitting and I suddenly find myself sitting here with nothing, you know, just waiting, listening, the music's there, I can hear you lot breathing. You know, I'm just sort of sitting here thinking, okay, and then that's the longest 10 minutes on earth. You know, because then I've got to try and remember where to put myself. How do I put myself? Because I don't put myself anywhere. You know, I go somewhere, but I don't go there. I'm taken there. So when no one comes in, when I'm not taken anywhere, I'm suddenly stuck for where to put myself. So I have to start trying to remember my Vipassana meditating. Did you ever do the Vipassana thing?
No.
I wouldn't do it again. I did it 5.
Is that the one where you don't talk?
Yeah, that's the one where you're in solitary confinement,
Yeah.
or as good as. Yeah.
No, I'm not sure I would.
I loved it.
I'm sure it's good for you. I'm sure it's really good for you.
Well, I'd question...
So some,
It depends how you define good for you, really. I mean, there was elements of it that really unbalanced my everyday life, and I resented that, to be honest. You know. But it was certainly an experience.
but I suppose our brains are constantly flooded with outside things, aren't they? So for it not to be, must be very weird for the brain
Oh,
to just have your own thoughts.
well, this is it. And then to be trying to still them, constantly still them, so that there are none. That was hard. You discover that your
don't
brain...
get that.
Eh?
I never get that. I don't have thoughts.
Oh, you can get there. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it, and I was... I mean, could you imagine me being quiet? Nothing...
You wasn't inclined to speak to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, you do, but you're there for 10 days. I mean, you've been sitting on a mat.
10.
10
Oh
days.
God, I thought it was 5.
No, it's 10 days. The 5-day things come once you've done a basic 10-day. And that doesn't even scratch the surface. But you sort of... You know, you sat there for 10 minutes, cross-legged on a bloody mat, and you're thinking, God, that's got to be lunchtime now.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be lunchtime, and, you know, you turn round and look at the clock, and you see that 10 minutes has gone by, and you think, oh, my God, every day's going to be like this. Challenging.
It probably would be better not to have a clock, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Well, the temptation was there. If it wasn't a clock, I'd be looking.
You
You
start
get
looking at
used
the
to-
sun eventually.
You
to
start
see
adapting.
Yeah.
You do start adapting.
And do
to
they
it.
ring a bell or something? For
Yeah,
food
yeah.
and-
Gong thing goes off.
And you can all go.
Yeah, you've got meal times at set times, but you still eat through silence. You know, there's no... From the first gong on day 1
There's
to that
no
last
like,
gong...
oh God, that was hard.
Oh, well, on
How are
day...
you doing?
Yeah, day 10. Well, late afternoon on day 9. I wouldn't do it again. I did it 5 times. That was enough. 50 days was enough.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. No, I
did it
didn't meet
once
him.
for, what was it, a week? Oh no, it's more than a week, wasn't it? When I went.
Well, it's the same for everyone. It's
Yeah,
10 days.
what was it? 10 days.
Oh, God.
And you don't say,
Sounds
you
like
can't
torture.
speak for 10 days. I'm in the garden or where we were sitting, sort of waiting for the next thing to happen and whatnot. A cat came up towards me, so I went, oh, push, push, push. I thought, I've spoken.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That
the
was-
world fell apart.
Yeah.
Is there anything on there of interest, or should I
Yeah,
turn,
lovely.
should I turn these off?
So, yeah.
Yeah, no one's asking anything that we need to answer or anything.
No, but we could answer one question ourselves. Can do that. Hang on, I've gone again. Wait a minute. Go back to it. one thing was very nice. That somebody from Australia, Earl Whirl, said this is early morning for them. Says this is so beautiful to be part of. Isn't that lovely?
And down under.
Yeah. And there's a question here. From Dave Hart. Yeah, we know the answer to this one, Dave. If you're still listening, you say, does illness exist on your side? If not, how, when, and by whom is it decided for a spirit to migrate to another frequency and move on to another realm? The second part of it, I can't answer that. But
don't know.
no, but certainly on the first part of it, you say, does illness exist on your side? We can actually say categorically, no, they do not have any sort of illness on their side whatsoever. So that's lovely to know. Hope that helps, Dave.
Yeah, I can't answer the second bit.
No
idea.
I can't. We'll have to. You have to put that question again, Dave, if you're still listening. Put it again to another time when Monty's asking for questions.
Or maybe we can make a note of it for him.
Or could you
yeah.
ask him?
Can do. Pardon?
Could we ask him?
That's what I say. Yeah,
Yeah.
you make a note of the question.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll do that, Dave. I'll,
What was the question?
does illness exist on your
No,
side?
the next
if
bit.
If not, how, when, and by whom is it decided for a spirit to migrate to another frequency and move on to another realm?
I mean, bit deep.
Yeah, that is a bit deep, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not qualified to answer
We don't
any of
even
that.
know about this
Yeah.
transition.
I don't even.
It's a good question, but
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Goes
make-
beyond my knowledge. I
Make a
don't know.
mental note of that and ask next time.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Right. No night to everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Cup of tea. Right. I'll get this door open and I'll turn them off. Oh. Right. Why do I make noises when I bend down to pick things up? I never used to.
Because you're getting old. That's what you do when you get old.